Simple Working Fan, how are you? We are going to do an intermediate 30-minute Pilates mat session today. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a forward fold, just reaching down towards the ground, circling those arms nice and high up and around, opening that chest up and going back down. Good. Exhale, bringing the hands up, circle around and back down. One more time, going down. Exhale, reaching those hands to the ceiling, around and down. Now we're just going to come down, touch our toes, and straighten out our legs so that we get that stretch. Good. We're going to bend those knees and come into a nice chair pose, reaching nice and long. Bring that left hand back behind you and reach. And then we're going to take the right hand back behind and reach. We're going to reach it down, touch our toes, bend those knees, come into a nice chair pose. Reach behind with the left hand and back and reach behind with the right hand and bring it back. Good. Let's just walk those hands forward, walk those feet back. Good. Bring that chest up towards the ceiling, dropping the hips down. And then we reverse, hips coming toward the ceiling. Good. Pressing through those palms. Perfect. We come into our mountain climbers. Good. Bringing our knees right to our elbows. Reach that left hand back. Good. Then we take the right hand and we reach back. Good. Let's take it back down to our toes. Extend through the knees. We're going to walk those hands forward and walk those feet back. Good. Going right into a little Sphinx pose here, opening up that chest. Good. We're going to bring our hips up towards the ceiling, going into a downward dog, pressing through the palms of our hands. Good. And flow right into a little knee climber. Good. We're going to bring opposite knee towards the opposite elbow. And then the left knee to the right elbow. Good. Taking the hands back to the feet. We're going to roll it up. Good. Opening up those arms. Circling them around. Good. Going down, up to the ceiling, out, and around. Perfect. We're going to take it right here. Extend through the back of the knees. Then we go right into the chair pose. Good. With our praying hands this time, I want you to think about taking your elbow to your knee and really getting that flexibility. Bringing it up with the prayer hands, left elbow to right knee. Good. And the other side. Rolling it down. Perfect. We're just going to take it down, extend through the knees to stretch. Now I'm just going to turn around so you can see me from a forward view. Good. I'm going to bring it up to the chair pose with the prayer hands, taking the elbow to the knee and the other side. Perfect. Good. And just taking it back down. Now I'm going to turn again just so I have room to go into our Sphinx pose, walking the hands out, walking the feet back. Good. Dropping the hips and lifting up that chest. Good. And then we're going to lift the hips and go into a nice downward dog. Perfect. Okay, let's come to a nice high plank. Take a knee to elbow, and we'll do it once again. Right knee to the left elbow, left knee to the right elbow. Perfect. Good. We're just going to hold that plank. Good. Make sure that your wrists are right up under your shoulders. You have a nice flat back, so your hips aren't too far high or low. Good. Make sure you keep your head down to protect your spine. Here we go. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Great job. Good. So now we're just going to reach those arms forward for a little spinal elongation. Just stretching out that spine, decompressing our spine and elongating it. Good. Now we're just going to do some swimmers, bringing those arms back and then taking them forward. Reaching back, lifting up that chest and head, and then going forward with the arms and lowering that head and chest down. Good. Inhale as you go forward. Exhale as you go back, and we're going to hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Bring those arms forward. Good. Now let's lift and lower that right leg, just taking it up towards the ceiling and down, going nice and long through the hips. Your hands can be folded right up under your forehead. Good. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take some fast, quick movements right here. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Good. Let's go to the other side, lifting all the way up and down. Again, lengthening nice and long through that hip, trying to reach that wall back behind you with your foot. Good. We're going to do those 10 quick movements here in 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good. We're just going to take it back, sitting those hips back to the heels, going into a nice child's pose, just releasing tension in our hamstrings and our glutes. Good. Here we're going to a nice tabletop. We're going to round our spine and tuck our pelvis. Good. Exhale, I want you to think about bringing your chest to the floor and hyperextending. Good. Let's do it again, rounding and tucking the pelvis and hyperextending, pressing through that chest. Last one, round and tuck, and then a hyperextension. Good. And let's go back down. Good. So we're going to go back to those swimmers, bringing the hands overhead, lifting the chest, and the hands come back behind us, lowering the chest as we bring the hands overhead. Good. Making sure that we are protecting our spine, our lower back at all times. That's why we lower the chest and lift the chest with the arms. Good. We're going to bring it back. We're going to hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can add a little spice by lifting up those legs along with it. Nice little Superman. 3, 2, 1. Release it all down. Good. Let's lift and lower that left leg nice and high once again, anchoring those hips to the floor. Good. We're going to do those 10 quick movements in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Let's go to the other side, lifting and lowering. Good. And we're going to do our 10 quick movements. 2 and 1. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good. Go ahead and bring those hips back to the heels once again, going into a nice child's pose. And then we'll flow right into a nice tabletop where we tuck our pelvis and round our upper back up. Good. Think about taking that chin to your skin, and then we're going to hyperextend, sinking that chest to the floor. Round and hyperextend. Last one. Inhale, round. Exhale, hyperextend. Let's challenge ourselves and go into a push-up position. Bring our chest to the floor, pressing through our palms to bring our chest away. Good. A nice flat back. 2 more. 2. Last one here. Inhale down. Exhale, press away. Good job. Bring it back to the knees. Trying to keep our leg at a right angle, we're just going to press that sole of our foot to the ceiling. Good. Let's do 2 more. 2, 1. We're then going to try and draw a circle with our knee going forward. Good. 3, 2. Working on our hip flexibility. And 1. Reverse that circle with the knee and go backwards. Good. 5, 4. Don't change the shape of the leg. Keep it at a right angle. 2 more. 2 and 1. Good. Let's go back into our push-up position. We'll do our 5 push-ups. 5, 4. Feel free to modify if you need to. Last 2, 2, and 1. Good. Let's go to the other side. Lifting that heel straight to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Drawing that circle forward with the knee. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. We go back with that circle to reverse, opening up that hip. Good. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Let's go back into our push-up position. We'll go down for 5. Going down 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Our last set, that right foot going up and down, keeping that right angle. Good. We're going to do our circles. Here we go. Circle it around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking it back. Good. Reversing that circle. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to go to our push-ups. Good. Again, you can modify if you need to. We've got 3 more. Working on that upper body strength, full body stability. Last one here. Good. Come to our knees and work that left side. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Circle it around. 3, 2, and 1. Taking it back. You've got it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's take it back into a nice child's pose. Good. We're going to thread our left arm underneath our right arm. And then the other side. Good. Sitting back into that child's pose. And let's just do it one more time. Good. Left arm threading underneath the right. And then we're going to go to the other side. Perfect. So our next one, we're going to just stretch out our forearms here. So I want you to take your palms and press them onto the floor with your fingers back towards your knees. Good. And just kind of lean forward just a little bit so you get that nice stretch in your forearms. This is especially good for us that we're always holding our phones and devices in our hands. So it really opens up that carpal ligament in our hands. Let's come onto our backs for some ab work, reaching our hands overhead. Good. And our left leg is going to be extended, hovering over the floor. We're going to come up and crunch, bringing that knee in towards the chest and our hands overhead. Perfect. Reaching our hands and that left leg nice and long. Good. We're going to hold it here, bringing that knee into the chest. Good. Give me a little rotation with that ankle going outwards. Good. And then we're going to go to the other side. Same thing. Hands overhead, knee driving in towards the chest. Good. Reaching everything nice and long. Good. And hold it here, giving a little rotation with that ankle. Good. Let's bring our head down, bring our legs into a nice tabletop. We're going to start some slow bites with our left elbow going to our right knee and then the other way. Make sure that you're taking nice and long deep breaths to control the movement. Also make sure that you're elongating your spine through that mid-back. Good. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to add in a pulse. We go back to the right leg. Pulse it here. 1, 2. Good. Go to the other side. 1, 2. Perfect. Giving 2 pulses each time on each leg. Good, we've got 3 more, 2 more, and the last one here. Good, way to finish strong. Let's go ahead and bring those knees into the chest and just take a nice little release. We'll drop those knees to the left and look over the right shoulder, and then drop the knees to the right and look over to the left shoulder. Good. All right, so we're gonna come on up. We're gonna come onto our forearms with our knees bent, and we're just going to extend that left leg first out, and we're going to go over to the left, come center, and drop it down through the center. So we're coming over to the left, up, down through the center, up. Good. Perfect. And make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders, but you're extending your neck nice and long. Let's do 2 more here. 2 and 1. Perfect. Okay, so our next movement, we're going to bring it in, extend up, and drop it down. In, up, drop it down. Knee in, extend toes up, drop the foot down. Last one right here. And we're just going to reverse that circle. So we're going to extend straight out, lift up to the ceiling, and then draw the knee in. Last one right here, and then we're just going to do 10 circles towards the right, and then we're going to do 10 circles going towards the left. Small circles, stay nice and controlled. Perfect, and then we're just going to go side to side. Good, let's go 3, 2, 1, and done. Let's switch over to the right side, starting with that, going over to the right with our leg, coming to the center and dropping it straight down. Going over to the right, up, straight down through the center. Okay, this is the last one right here, and then we're just going to bring that knee in, up, and drop it down. Remember, you're just going to draw that knee in, toes to the ceiling, drop the foot down. And the last one here before we reverse that circle, so we're going to go out, lift, draw the knee in, out, lift, draw the knee in. Just remember to keep the core engaged, make sure you elongate that spine. Good, and we're going to do the last one right here, and then we're going to do those small circles to the left for 10, and then we're going to switch direction and go to the right for 10. We go 3, 2, 1, then just take it side to side, side to side. Think about really flexing that foot and getting that inner thigh. Good, so we're just going to take it back down and get ready for some large circles. Our arms are going to be overhead and our legs are going to be in tabletop. So as the arms come around, we're going to extend the legs. Good, and come into a nice little ball. Really, again, using the breathing or inhale, exhale, as well as bringing that navel towards the spine. Good, and we're going to hold it here. Good, extending those legs nice and long, extending those arms. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Bring those knees in for a nice release. Good job. We're going to go ahead and come to our feet. Start with a standing forward fold. Just release our lower back, letting that upper body just hang there. Good, let's just bend our knees, come into that chair pose. Our left hand is going to reach back, taking our gaze with it. Good, we come up, and then that right hand reaches back. And let's bring ourselves back into that forward fold. Good, in 3, 2, 1, let's take it back to the chair pose. Left hand reaching back and coming forward. Right hand and forward again. The left hand reaches back and then the right hand. Perfect. Let's bring it on up to a full stand. Perfect. Good. We're going to squat down, allowing our wrists just to come with the inside of our knees, opening up our hips. Good. Stay nice and tall in the spine. We're going to hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's release and go right back into it and hold. Good. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. And then we're going to nice and long reach over towards the right side. Good, and let's go over to the left side, really elongating that body, stretching out the whole side of our body. Good, let's just go back over to that right side. And then we're going to do it one more time over to the left side. Perfect, and let's just bring those arms right up to the ceiling, elongate that spine, and then out into a T. And then we're just going to extend that left leg nice and long, tapping forward, just up and down simultaneously. Flip those palms over and back. Just bringing the palms towards the ceiling, palms towards the floor. Good, and we're just going to isolate the arms. Good, let's again go with the right leg tapping, as well as going with the palms over and back. 3, 2, 1, and just isolate those arms once again. Good, so I want you to bring your legs a little more shoulder width apart. Scoop those arms down and then to a T and think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. Good, we're going to go down, dive it down, open up the chest and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Perfect. Just moving so that you can see me a little better from this angle. My love's a tidal wave, don't rock the boat. Well, you can glide or you can float. My love's a tidal wave, no sense of fighting it. I'm an adventure, I don't wanna go alone. I'm a tidal wave. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna bring those hands overhead, clasp them together, and just chop it down close to the body to the left, up, and chop it down to the right. Working on those obliques here. Good, let's just come back to center and then open up those hips with those wrists coming on the inner knee and press. 3, 2, 1. We're going to release that. And I want you to deepen that squat and really put some pressure on that inner knee just to really open up those hips. Good, let's release it. We're just going to stretch it over to the right side. Good. Let's come center and go over to the left side. Good. We're going to go right one more time. And then to the left, last time. Good, you've done really well. Good, and let's just bring it down, circle those arms around, clasp them right at the chest, and give a nice bow. You are awesome.